Then I apply an herb mint facial mask, which I leave on for 10 minutes while I prepare the rest of my routine.
You know the name, you've seen the smile. Now meet the man behind the mask. This is The Dark Triad, Episode 2, Patrick Bateman. The Dark Triad: narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. Three traits that on their own are dangerous, but when fused together, they create something colder, more calculated, and infinitely more terrifying. Narcissism: the hunger for validation and power. Machiavellianism: the art of manipulation, lies, and control. Psychopathy: the absence of empathy, the presence of chaos. When all three converge in one man, we get Patrick Bateman. Narcissism: Patrick Bateman doesn't seek admiration, he depends on it. His entire identity is built on how others perceive him, not who he is, but who he's pretending to be. Patrick Bateman doesn't just care about his appearance, he worships it. From morning skincare routines to intense workouts, every moment is a performance of perfection. Bateman's obsession with his appearance isn't just about vanity, it's a lifeline, a mask to distract from the void underneath, and that mask is fragile. His life is curated, his clothes, his hair, even his business card, all meticulously designed to project status and superiority. This is perfectly depicted in the scene where Bateman is comparing business cards with his colleagues. The fragile ego he has cracks the moment he's outshined. Watch closely. Admiration turns to envy, and envy turns to rage. It only takes a better business card to unravel him. The off-white colouring, the subtle watermark. In a world where men are defined by presentation, Bateman can't tolerate being second best. Notice how his envy isn't loud, it's internalized. His smile twitches, his hand shakes. That's not confidence cracking, that's narcissistic collapse. He's not really listening, he's waiting for his turn to shine again. Narcissists don't engage, they perform. They scan every room for reflections of themselves. This isn't confidence, it's obsession. A hollow shell of a man who only feels real when he's being seen, admired, envied. But deep down, Bateman doesn't know who he is. He only knows what others think he should be. In that sense, his narcissism isn't just dangerous, it's tragic. It's not love for himself, it's hatred of everything he isn't. But narcissism alone doesn't explain the monster Bateman becomes. It's not just that he wants to be seen, it's that he's willing to deceive, manipulate, and destroy anyone who threatens that spotlight. Machiavellianism. Patrick Bateman isn't charismatic by accident, he's strategic. Every smile, every word, every handshake is calculated. He doesn't connect with people, he studies them. Notice how he laughs a second too late? It's not because he didn't get the joke. It's because he had to calculate the appropriate social response. That's not spontaneity, that's manipulation. Bateman doesn't talk much when it doesn't serve him. He lets others speak and listens just enough to know what they want to hear next time. Really, he's a social chameleon. He tells one person he loves Huey Lewis and the news, tells another he prefers Genesis. He's not lying, he's managing perceptions. Even after murder, he keeps his composure. He controls information like a weapon, tells just enough truth to keep people close, and just enough lies to keep them confused. He doesn't flinch, doesn't explain, just discards people like business cards that no longer impress him. That's the real power for a Machiavellian mind. Emotional detachment, disguised as charm. Perhaps his greatest manipulation is Paul Allen. He doesn't overpower him, he seduces him, with status, politeness, and a smile. And once Allen drops his guard, he strikes. That's Bateman's real weapon, not the axe, not the charm, but the ability to make people feel safe, right before he ends them. Murder was never the end goal. It was just a symptom. Behind the charm, behind the calculated muse, is something colder, something primal. Psychopathy. Patrick Bateman doesn't feel guilt. He doesn't feel fear. What he feels is nothing. And that's what makes him dangerous. He walks among us like a ghost in a tailored suit, unmoved, unbothered. He blends in not by empathy, but by imitation. Bateman studies emotion like a foreign language. He learns how to fake it, but never speaks it fluently. His violence isn't fueled by passion. It's mechanical, methodical. He doesn't lose control, he orchestrates chaos. Whether it's a nail gun, a chainsaw, or an axe, it's not the weapon that defines him, it's the calm, the silence before the scream. He describes his crimes like a to-do list, casual, detached, as if murder was just another part of his day, between skincare and lunch reservations. That's not guilt, that's absence. Psychopaths lack empathy, but Bateman lacks more than that. He lacks identity. His victims aren't people to him, they're props, obstacles, noise. And once they're gone, he doesn't remember them, doesn't reflect, doesn't regret. In this moment, there is no satisfaction, no remorse, just stillness. The violence didn't fill the void, it only echoed inside of it. Bateman isn't the villain of this world. He's a product of it, in a system that rewards appearance over substance, profit over people. Is it any wonder that someone like him thrives? Patrick Bateman isn't just a killer in a suit, he's a mirror, reflecting the hollowness of perfection, the price of power, and the silence that lives inside obsession. He's not a monster born, he's a monster built, shaped by a world where status is sacred and emotion is weakness. His mask never cracks, because behind it there's nothing left. Subscribe and follow us into the next descent, where we dissect a man who doesn't speak unless it's fatal. Anton Chigurh, No Country for Old Men, a walking paradox of fate and fear, calculated, quiet, unstoppable. This isn't justice, this isn't revenge, this is inevitable. See you in episode 3.